Hi, so this is on the theme of blinking. So first I'm going to do a summary of why we blink and the different types of blinking. Then I'm going to go into how it can affect strabismus, latent hyperopia, or anyone doing myopia reduction, so that could be end myopia or active focus. So blinking is something, everyone does it, several times a minute, in fact 12 to 15 times a minute, so that's between 4 and 5 seconds every minute that we blink, and we do that to cleanse the eye. It produces tears, which cleans the cornea, so we're constantly washing our eyes. There's 3 types of blinking. The first is the spontaneous blink, so that is the blink that I've just been talking about. We don't even know we're doing it a lot of the time. That's the 12 to 15 times a minute, and it's what we do when we're cleaning our eyes. Babies blink less, actually, so babies are probably quite creepy. Then there's reflexive blinking, and this is the blinking I'm going to come to afterwards, because this is the problem area for some of us. It is a normal sort of blink, and it's a very fast blink because it's reactive. So if you come into sudden light, for example, or someone waves something in front of you, or you see something coming towards you, you blink. It's a reflex. So obviously the purpose is to try and protect your eyes. But for some of us, that reflex actually goes into overdrive. And then the third type of blinking is voluntary blinking. So it's exactly what it says on the can. You blink because you want to. Maybe you're talking to someone and you're getting a bit bored, so you blink. I don't know, do I blink when I'm bored? I'm not sure. Or even winking. That's voluntary. So you're doing it because you want to, for whatever reason. Your eyes might be a bit tired, so you might blink to wet them or whatever. So the reflexive blink. This is the problem. This goes into overdrive. So people often who are doing the end myopia type activities to reduce their myopia by active focus, often they will report they see something in a clear flash without their glasses, or with a lower prescription, but then there's the urge to blink, and then it goes blurry again. So that they feel is an obstacle to seeing clearly. I think the same could well be true of latent hyperopia, and I have a slight outward movement of my eye. It is only very slight, but when I see something clearly through my glasses, suddenly there's the urge, a very strong urge, to blink, because it is a reflex after all, and then what I've just seen a minute ago goes blurry. So Mark Warren, he's done some really good videos about active focus and end myopia, and he talks about trying to hold off the urge to blink when you get the clear flashes. So I kind of want to add to this a bit. So in my situation, I have hyperopia. I'm actually trying to see through the glasses that I'm wearing, that is, see through them consistently and comfortably. So I get the problem where I see something clearly and then there's the urge to blink. So given that blinking is normal, what I do is if I get the urge to blink, I will count 101, 102, 103, 104. That should be 4 seconds. So for those 4 seconds, I try and hold off that reflex. And I find I can actually do it. For some people, they might, it might be a shorter time. It may only be 1 second to begin with. And then once I hit that 104, I blink. Not because I got a reflex going on, it's because it's to make sure I blink, voluntary, because that's normal. After about 4 or 5 seconds, you're going to blink anyway. So you want to try and do whatever's normal. If it's happening in front of a computer or reading material or anything that I'm looking at a bit closer up, I do it for a shorter period, so I'll do it for 2 seconds instead. I don't know whether that's better to do it like that or not. It's just my choice. And what else have I got written down here? What I would say is, if you're going to try this, it really is important that you have enough reduction so that when you're trying to hold off that sudden blink response, you're not going to strain your eyes. So, I've got quite a bit of plus. I'm not sure if I need more, I don't know, but I think I've certainly got enough. Certainly you don't want to be under plussed or over minused. So you're not straining your eyes in any way, because straining your eyes is how you got here. So you don't want to do something that makes that even worse. And my response to it, I'd say quite cautiously that I'm finding this is working well for me, because after I've held it and done the voluntary blink, I am finding that the image does actually come back clear for me after that. And what I also find is, I try not to do too many in a row. So I'll do it once, maybe twice. After that, I might put a hand over the offending eye, or just try and let things blur out for a minute. But yeah, I would say that is working quite well for me. But I'm being cautious. I've kind of had the experience of things working well for a bit. So yeah, I'll probably do another update so I can say how this is actually going.